doing an improvised soap opera called Unexpected Passions. Now, from a round of applause, who has seen an improv show before? Wonderful. And then from another round of applause, who has seen a soap opera before? Wonderful, I'm glad. Well, after tonight, you will be able to applaud when I ask those things in the future because you will have both seen improv and a soap opera. So, this is our love letter to those daytime and nighttime soaps of the late 80s and early 90s. Anyone here have a particular favorite soap they loved? Do you want to just shout it out at me? I heard General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, back there? Dynasty, wonderful. What? Guiding Light. Awesome, thank you for sharing. Well, we're taking inspiration from all of those tonight. And what you will see is all kinds of things. You will see romance and passion. You might even see murder. You will see maybe things that aren't medically possible actually happen on the stage tonight. But this is totally improvised. This is totally made up. We don't have anything ready to go. So I'm going to come to you for a couple suggestions. And you are going to start us down a road because here's the thing. Tonight is our first episode. This is our second season of the show. Tonight is our first episode. And if you come back next Sunday, we will be playing the same characters and we will be carrying the same storylines that we start tonight. So you get to be part of that. So wonderful. Let me start with those suggestions then. So from a hand, could someone give me, what is your favorite flower? Maybe yes, right here. A petunia, wonderful. And now this next one, I want you to maybe think back to 5th or 6th grade. What is your favorite geographical feature? You know, like a bay or the mountains.
Chasm.
Back up there, chasm, wonderful. And then next, who would like to share maybe what your grandparents did for a job? Yes, over here. Electrician. And did they work on like single family homes or did they like work anything? They were just
kind of, it was like back in the old times.
okay. I didn't know if they worked like an well, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Audience, I would like to welcome you to the town of Petunia Chasm. Our town here is run by a family who has, for generations, been responsible for all the electricity production of the state. So welcome to Unexpected Passions. Georgia?
The lights come on and they go off, don't they?
That's right. My great-grandfather.
Yes, Herbert. I knew Herbert well.
Yes.
Well, not that well. Herbert Franklin, inventor of the electrical grid in our town, Petunia Chasm.
I am so proud.
I mean, it was impossible to get electricity in a chasm back in the day. But yet he figured it out.
They said it couldn't be done.
They did, but he did it, and the legacy has carried on, and now you're the CEO.
Yes, it's correct. But of course, you know, they're trying to bring in solar.
I heard that.
I'm so glad you could come over. I made cookies.
Thank you for having me, Desiree.
Oh.
I just love cookies. You know, it's been ages since I allowed myself to have a cookie.
Oh.
I'm just gonna treat myself since I'm here with you.
Yes, thank you, Susanna. Do it.
I will do it. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
do it.
goodness.
You
I
did all the work of making them. I'm gonna eat them just for you. So
Thank
if
you.
anything bad happens, it's on you, okay?
I had to take off my press-on nails just to make the cookies.
Oh, the sacrifice!
I know.
Desiree, you're always thinking of others.
I am thinking of others all the time.
Okay, here they are, yes?
Yes, I can't have any because I'm taking diet pills right now. Well, but I'll watch you.
I'm sorry, Savannah. I don't mean to keep losing myself like this.
I've gotten used to it, Veronica.
He was just the love of my life. You can understand that, can't you? When the love of your life is ripped away from you on your honeymoon.
Veronica, you keep talking about that fateful day in Barbados.
When you two were on the beach and all of a sudden that hurricane came out of nowhere and swept him out to sea and left you there. I keep praying that someday he'll wash up on the shore like a Venus in the shell and come back to me, my faithful Rodrigo. Veronica, there's something I always wanted to tell you. I couldn't tell you on your wedding day because you seemed so happy, and then when that happened on your honeymoon, you were so despondent, and yet you should know, Veronica, it was a gift that Rodrigo was out of your life. Savannah, I didn't want to be the one to tell you this. Savannah, you have to be the one to tell me this. Who else could tell me this but my own sister? It's just the night before the wedding. Me and Rodrigo.
Yes, Georgia.
Yes.
The grid is in place, and the grid, no one owns the grid.
Well,
Only the method of delivery.
I understand. I love it when you explain
So we
things
can
to
put
me.
solar panels, we can put solar panels anywhere we want and deliver them across the same grid that currently hydroelectricity is being set.
Oh my God, Carl, you're so brilliant.
It's not brilliant, it's clean. People want to be clean.
Oh, come on.
Mitch, what's wrong with you?
Oh,
You're so
Carl,
cynical about this.
I think you're so clever. No one owns the grid, just the method of delivery.
It's not clever, it's fact.
And what do you own, Mitch? You haven't worked a day in your life. You've lived here in our home for how many years now? 35?
Oh, mother, come off it!
Mitch,
35 years you haven't allowed me to become the man that I could be, but if you would just let me wrest control.
I'm not quite ready to think about this company yet, Mitch, but someday I will be. And I hope that you believe in this as much as I do. Solar is the future. Solar, wind production, hydroelectricity kills fish, it ruins ecosystems, and this is the only way that we can move forward as a country, as
Can't
a
you
world.
see how brilliant your father is?
And you think this town will just, on the flip of a switch, convert? No! This industry keeps this town alive, and if you give those jobs to the sun, no one's gonna back this, Carl!
Well, if we don't give the jobs to the sun, then this sun will have no job.
Susanna,
Savannah.
I just saw my sister. She was crying her eyes out about Rodrigo again. Classic Veronica. But I finally, well, it was just too much. The tears, the crying, the wailing about that man that, well, I finally told her what happened between me and Rodrigo.
And how'd she take it?
She cried again. I imagine she'll be crying for weeks at this time, but there's something else. That night was once, but it
was enough.
If you're
Sing it.
pregnant with Rodrigo's baby, then that would mean
What?
what, Susanna? You're going to have Rodrigo's child. Of course, there's a bit of a complication. The night before that, at the bachelor party, I also slept with Mitch.
There's no reason we can't both exist in this town. Your family's been in control of this grid for so long, but it's time to open up to other technologies. The
Maybe
sun, the
that's-
wind.
Maybe that's the reason we can't exist together in this town, because I don't want to exist together in this town, Carl.
I'm sorry, then there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna proceed with my plans whether you like it or not, whether your family likes it or not. Solar's going in, wind power's going in, and the people will have a choice. I didn't come here to make an enemy today.
You didn't come here to make an enemy, Carl. Well, you got an enemy, Carl.
Sorry you feel that way.
I own everybody in this town, one way or another. They all owe me. Their lights, their cooking, everything. It comes from me. Their hot water, me. And you're going to take that away from them? Huh? The sun. The sun can give them that. No, I give them that, Carl. I am more powerful than the sun.
Your vice president's already signed an offer letter to join my team.
Georgia?
That's right.
That bitch.
I'm so glad you came over. I made you some lasagna.
Oh, thank you. I need something to calm my nerves.
Okay, let me get it.
You see,
Thank God we have electricity, right?
Yes. I can't imagine this town without electricity.
No.
You see, Desiree, I've been given some rather shocking news.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, I just need some lasagna first.
Look at you with your own fork. I love a woman who comes prepared.
The Harris sisters always bring their own forks. Speaking of the Harris sisters,
Yes?
Savannah told me
Yes?
Bolognese is delicious. Savannah told me that on the eve of my wedding to dearly departed Rodrigo.
Oh, Rodrigo.
Yes, Rodrigo. She
Yes.
and he were in flagrante.
I don't speak Spanish.
She and he were making sweet Barbadian love.
I don't speak Jamaican.
She and Rodrigo, my betrothed,
Okay.
were having sex on linen sheets.
Not on linen.
With an overhead ceiling.
An overhead ceiling? Oh, not the overhead ceiling.
Mitch,
Mother?
I know you don't have anything to do today because you don't have an actual job.
Oh, come off it, Mother!
No, I have something I'd like you to do.
A little task for Mitch?
A little task, yes. Desiree, where is it? Oh, I've written it. These are just some diet pills for Desiree. Can you take them to her?
Diet pills for Desiree.
Diet pills for Desiree. She takes diet pills.
She takes diet pills. I thought that was an all-natural figure. Diet pills.
Diet pills do lots of things, dear. And you can take them many different ways. You can just pop one in your mouth or put one in a drink or you can crush it up and snort it.
Mother, yours were so inventive with the ways that you consumed your substances.
Yes, that's true. But you know, I haven't been drinking for 2 weeks now.
For 2 whole weeks.
For 2 whole weeks. I feel
I'm so proud of you, Mother,
Are you?
for your accomplishments.
Are you?
Achieving sobriety can be a long and difficult road, and if anyone would ever stand in your way, I would be so very mad at them.
Oh, Mitch, I know you have a good heart in there. Even though you don't do much, I love you. I really do love you.
Well, maybe one day you can truly show me what that means when it comes to the power in this town.
Oh, the power.
I'll take these to Desiree.
Don't take any, Mitch.
Why would I?
Oh. Both of you are here together at the same time.
Hello.
Hi.
I also thought I would come by.
Well, it's really good to see you, Florence.
Yes, Savannah.
Savannah.
I know you can't keep Mitch's flings all their names in order.
Are you flinging
Florence
with
was last year.
You're flinging with Mitch again?
Georgia! I invited Savannah here. As my attorney, I wanted to make sure that everything was handled just as it should be.
Look,
And I understand that you want to leave my company.
I'm sorry, dear, I told her.
I just have a conflict of interest.
The papers.
Wait a
You'll
minute.
notice that you have violated your contract
Just
with
sign
me.
them, it doesn't matter anymore.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, I'm your vice president. No
No,
more?
please. Oh, you're definitely not my vice president anymore. And before you sign these papers, I want you to know exactly what these papers do. Because since you have broken your contract with me,
How did I break it?
Taking the job with
Oh. You mean I have a conflict of interest?
everything,
All my interests are
All.
conflicted.
Darling, it's okay.
All right. Just remember, Savannah, you may be a city, but I'm a state.
Veronica,
Susanna.
I heard Rodrigo wasn't faithful.
Word spreads fast in Petunia Chasm, doesn't it?
Sure does.
That's funny.
Yes, apparently it's come to quite a shock to me, but you know, my sister's lied to me before. Maybe she's lying to me again. There's no proof. I mean, Rodrigo told me he was working for Carl that night, coming up with some newfangled solar plan that's going to revolutionize this entire town.
Veronica, you think Savannah is the only one that Rodrigo cheated on you with? I'm sorry, it's not pregnancy, I'm just not feeling well.
I was just saying you were afraid of
I
me in
know,
your belly.
my stomach is hurting. I don't know why, it could have been something I ate, but I'm really not feeling well, but also it could just be your stupidity.
My stupidity's never caused ill to anyone. Susanna, please. Look, I know we haven't been the best of friends, but I don't want you to be hurting. Here. Oh! Help!
congratulations, Carl. She's a fool and a drunk, and now she's yours.
Oh, didn't think I'd see a lawyer today. Well, I only have, one client here in Petunia Chasm, so I can spend all my time here. Yeah, the park. I love being here. I'm meeting somebody here, so if you want to, that's fine too. Meeting someone? It's been a long time since you've met someone. What's that supposed to mean? What that's supposed to mean is, well, you've been single and spinstery for so many years now. I thought, spinster? Yes. How dare you? I mean, you can be single without turning into a spinster. Surely. Oh my goodness. Listen, ever since I won the town sweetheart award. Oh, yes, because you bake everyone cookies and lasagna, and your home is always tastefully decorated at the holidays.
And it smells like cinnamon.
Yes, the
Well,
cinnamon. People get intimidated. They don't know how to approach a sweetheart. And so, yes, I've been alone, but I'm not going to be alone forever. You mark my words, mark them. I am not going to be alone forever. I just won't. I won't stand for it. Not the town's sweetheart. No. I suppose you're right. Who wouldn't want to come home to you in a home-cooked meal? Oh, thank you for seeing that. Well, I guess I'll, just shh. And you can meet your, I don't know, potential Prince Charming. I wish. Oh, I thought I was going to meet you at the park.
Oh, I'm
If
sorry.
I knew that you were coming to my house, I would have made something.
I got delayed. I was detained. Somewhat surprisingly,
I know that laugh. You took my diet pills, didn't you? How many did you leave me?
Well, I left most of them, Desiree.
Why are there 2 bottles? I'm so confused.
Well, I don't know. Mother didn't give me any other instructions than that. Desiree, what's in those pills?
Things that make a woman stop eating.
Doesn't make anyone stop eating, Desiree. That's incredible.
Mitch, you know what's incredible? That.
Desiree, maybe I should come over for more than lasagna once in a while.
Well, the last time you were here, you told me that your mother hadn't allowed you to be the man that you're supposed to be. I'd allow you to be that man.
Well, Desiree, we can... Dry?
Not dry. Just gonna sneak into the office. Boom! Boom! Oh,
I scared you to
Georgia, you sure did.
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
I
Savannah?
was just cleaning the floor of my sister's office.
No, I don't believe that.
What are you doing here in my sister's office, Georgia?
Well, you heard, didn't you?
No. Apparently I'm stupid.
It's not about that. They've let me go. I had to sign papers that I would no longer be the VP of the company anymore. Something to do with conflict of interest and because I'm married to Carl but I was VP for, I know. Yes, girl. What?
They can't do that to you.
I know! I won't have anything to do all day!
Look at my sister's cocaine mirror. Look at yourself.
Wait,
Georgia.
let me rub some of the powder off. Okay.
This town, this company is indebted to you. And just my sister and Camilla would just do that to you, the CEO of the electricity utility company of Petunia Chasm. Camilla would do that to you, and my sister would just toss me aside too.
I'd just like to cut their wires, you know what I mean?
I would love to cut their wires
Let's
too.
figure out a way to
Cut their wires!
Carl, so good to see you again.
Savannah, good to see you as well.
My, how has it been now having Georgia on on your staff?
Not having George on my staff?
Or I should say, having George on the staff. I mean, having George on your staff is kind of like having -2 employees. You have
What
to...
do you and Camilla have against her? Why? All these years, she's never been respected by anyone at that organization, and so I pluck her, and now you seem to care so much.
Why do you have respect for her, Carl?
I love her.
You love her. Now, just because you love someone doesn't mean you actually respect them.
Well, she does know a lot about your company.
Oh. That's so interesting, because you know who also knew a lot about your company? Little old Rodrigo.
Rodrigo's dead.
Oh, yes, but, you know, he could do a lot of things with those lips he had, and he would tell you a lot of things, tell a lot of secrets, particularly after maybe a fun little evening adventure. He would say anything.
You're bluffing.
Am I, Carl?
I churned some yogurt.
I'll get you the big spoon.
Oh, no, I'm going to take it to go. I was just dropping by to pick it up.
Let me get, that's a jar, that's my jar, so I'm gonna put it in something that you can use to go. This is not a restaurant, this is a hearth.
Desiree.
Camilla?
What is this?
What is this? You know I love
No,
my
this whole...
porcelain and
No! Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you are?
well, this is my home and
Yes,
this is
Yes.
delicious yogurt. And
yes, exactly. What is this newfound sense of agency? Where does this come from?
I'm a woman now. I was a girl, a very old girl. Yesterday. But today I'm a woman.
Tell me.
Are we grooming each other? What are we doing?
I was picking some food off of you.
That's because I make food for everybody. I'm this. That's what I'm
Yes, that's right.
provider. That's what I am.
That's right, Desiree. You're a provider.
Yes.
You're as good as your services.
And what are you as good as? Oh, look what I found, a lie.
Is it a diamond?
I found ego. Too much
Listen,
ego.
listen. I know you were my father's third wife.
I was a woman before yesterday.
Barely.
This
Yogurt, this food, that's how you lured him in. His appetite.
Everybody wants to feel warm inside. Everybody wants something like my hearth that I can give them.
It's hearth!
I don't speak many languages. What? Did you come here to yell at me? Take
I
my
came here
yogurt
for
and
the
yell at me?
I came here for the yogurt.
Why are you so angry? Why don't you sit down? Let me massage your feet. I'm a provider. I want you not to be so brittle. All right?
Massage my feet.
I changed it.
Oh, hi, Carl. Sorry, I was just looking at that electrical plug. You see, I know how to
Next
take
to
a
the safe.
screwdriver,
Yes.
and I
Go
know
on, tell
how
me.
to unscrew the plate. Yeah, like this, and then you can see all the wires.
Damn it, Georgia, I'm not stupid! You were trying to get into my safe. Tell me why.
I don't have anything to do. They took away my job, and you won't give me any job except to be your wife, and Mitch doesn't want me for a mother anymore. He's sick of me, he's tired of me, and I'm afraid you're sick and tired of me too.
Oh, darling, of course not. Of course not. No. Of course
I mean, when was the last time we made love?
I told you I don't do that anymore. It's a distraction that men like me don't need.
I know, you said it takes your energy away from other things. But what about me? When you used to make love to me, you used to give me so much energy.
I need all your energy, darling. So let's go. Let's go make love.
Really?
Why not?
Mitch,
Savannah.
how have you been?
Oh, I've been well. I've been well since seeing you last. Things are looking up.
Say, I thought I saw you. Maybe I was wrong, but I thought I saw you going into someone's house.
I go into a lot of houses, Savannah.
Oh,
Mother sends me on little runs all the time.
all the time, doesn't she? Yes. Oh, but it seemed that you had some sort of package to deliver that day.
I did have a package to deliver. Some that I knew about.
Now, Mitch, maybe you could tell me what was in there.
Oh, Savannah, it's not a boy's job to divulge his mother's secrets, but you must know, I may have saved a little.
Oh, Mitch. Oh, man, if this was only a few weeks ago, I would stick my nose in there and not stop, but there's something you should know. It does concern you, after all.
Are you going sober also?
Yes, unfortunately, though, it's not my choice. You see, the doctor said it would be best for the baby.
The baby?
The baby.
Savannah,
Yes, do you know how babies are made, Mitch?
I may be a boy, but I know a thing or two.
Maybe a boy, but you are definitely over the age of 18.
Of course. I'm 35. My mother tells me so all the time.
Thank God!
But a boy's mind is also what, well, that's what Carl would tell me.
Carl, your father, yes. He would say something like that, wouldn't he?
Carl.
Carl.
No more a father than, well, he's just not much of a father.
Oh, Mitch. Just think that you have so much more than your father. You have your youth. You have your future. What does your father have? He has some...
The sun with the you.
And I heard he has to now make love to his wife again. So think that you have
I'd
so
rather
much...
not.
Oh, Mitch. Here's the thing. I don't know if you're the father.
I could be the father?
Yes, that's how babies are made.
I'm learning more.
It's delicious, isn't it? It's the best lasagna in town.
I know.
I haven't seen you in a while, Camilla. Not since you got drunk at my bridal shower and shouted obscenities at everyone.
Veronica, I've already apologized for that. I sent you a lovely bouquet of roses.
And I've accepted that apology, but I still like to bring it up. How are you? How are you doing?
Don't condescend me. Just because I'm the town idiot doesn't mean I don't understand.
Veronica, I'm not condescending to you.
You know I'm terrible.
Listen.
I'm sure you know about my sister and Rodrigo too, don't you?
Listen to me. Listen to me. Yes, I know about Rodrigo. I know about him and your sister. But more than that, I know how... Yes, he was swept out of your bed, but he was also swept out of your life.
Why would an ocean wave crash onto our marital bed and sweep him away forever?
No one deserves that, even the town idiots.
Oh, why am I such an idiot?
He was a good man. He was a good man, and I just...
He may have been trying to take down your company, but he was still a good man.
He was.
I came right away. I heard that you passed out.
I did. I can't remember a thing after I left your place yesterday.
Oh my.
I know, it's all just such a blur. The doctor kept asking me if I had done anything different, if I had been anywhere different, if I had eaten anything different. Somebody said,
Sorry. Oh, hi.
She was just telling me about how she's very sick.
I heard that you passed out, but that's not why I'm here. No, you know I was let go, and I don't have a lot to do, but I've organized a pie eating contest. And we're having, yes, and I bet you're gonna really have something special.
I am taking out my nails right now.
Yeah, any kind of pie at all. It's gonna be tomorrow night. You know, at the Chasm Hall.
Oh, Chasm Hall.
Chasm Hall.
That is a great place for pie
Can you
eating.
come too, darling?
I'll do my best.
Okay, well pass it on, okay? I'll start a phone tree or something.
Now go ahead. You said you didn't remember anything?
I don't
Anything
remember
out of order?
anything, no.
Well, that's odd. I mean, you did come over to my place.
And I did have your cookies.
But, I mean, you've come over to my place. I cook for everybody. I would hate to think that was a weapon.
So would I.
Camilla,
Mitch,
thank you for agreeing to meet me.
of course.
I hear that... Well, of course, I know. You've eliminated my mother's position.
She eliminated that position herself.
Well, when she married Carl, she must have known it was coming. See, my mother may give in to the flights of love and not think practically, but I'm different, Camilla.
You don't give in to the flights of love?
No, I'd keep a level head about me at all times, Camilla. It's sort of what I'm known for. I'd like to think. Camilla, how large of a problem does my stepfather's enterprise give you?
Well, people are suspicious. They don't believe it'll work as well. I don't believe it'll work as well.
Of course not. But you see, Camilla, the world's changing. Doesn't matter if it works as well or not. People want to see change. They like the shiny new thing. But Camilla, you could maintain power in this town and maintain your stranglehold on the power in this town with just a few shrewd moves. You see, Camilla, I suddenly find myself in need of employment. I may not be looking out for just myself anymore, and imagine what a stir it would cause at the next shareholders meeting to announce that you've brought on your competition's stepson to be a major head of your company. We could rule this town together.
Well,
There is an opening for vice president.
Yes, I know that was my mother's position, and that's what I was gunning for.
But if I take you into this company, I expect complete and total loyalty and submission.
I know how to submit.
The last living will and testament of Savannah Harris. If I were to die under unforeseen or suspicious circumstances, I leave all of my estate to my sister Veronica. If I should decease after having a child, that child shall remain also with my sister. Veronica, though she be a town idiot, she's actually quite lovely and kind.
Savannah,
Veronica.
I just got the mail.
Yes.
We have an invite to the town pie contest. Eating celebration. Bills, Dr. Reynolds' pregnancy results, more bills. Ooh, and some lovely lasagna. Why would we get bills?
Oh. So many things cost money, Veronica. Like when you go to a doctor, they charge you for the
Right.
services.
And Dr. Reynolds is your doctor, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's not my doctor.
No.
Huh. Pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what that would be about.
Oh,
I'll see you at the PieCon. I almost forgave you there. When I touched you, I felt his touch.
Veronica, I need to say this to you. You were too good for Rodrigo. Do you know how easy he was to seduce? I mean, he didn't even put up a fight. That's why I loved him. You could never understand that. Veronica, you could do better than Rodrigo.
That's not what Father said.
Oh, Father. What if Father said we were going to amount to nothing? And now look at us. You're the lawyer, and we are the second richest family of Petunia Chasm. Your riches I forgot about.
And Rodrigo promised that we could end up being the richest.
Rodrigo was a fool. Don't you understand? He was just the brains behind Carl's operations. He had no intention of sharing that with you. God damn it, Veronica! I love it! No, I won't! Rodrigo was wrong for you!
Every one of these lights represents another substation in our grid.
It's amazing, Carl.
And on Tuesday night, at your pie eating contest, I'm going to flip this lever and turn on solar for the lower part of Petunia Chasm.
Oh my gosh.
And you're going to announce to everyone there that
Yes?
the lights were brought to you by solar.
The lights were brought to you by
Solar.
my husband, Carl.
That's right, darling.
Oh, Carl. It felt so good to be close to you last night.
It felt amazing to be close to you. I couldn't do any of this without you. I want you to remember that.
Yeah, I want you to remember too.
You're important to this whole organization. Look at this. Everything we've worked for.
I know.
I want your son here as well. I'm sorry, our son. I want to call him son.
Mitch,
Of course.
well, you know that I brought him into this marriage, and
Yes.
I know you've loved him like you were his own.
But I don't feel like I've given him enough opportunity, you know?
I know, and you know what they say.
I don't know what they say.
Idle hands are the devil's playground. That's why I needed a job. That's why I started the pie eating contest, and that's why I wanted to learn all about this stuff, these knobs and dials that you know so much about, and that's why I was so excited you wanted to explore my chasm.
Oh, let's see. Okay, I need the flour.
I was just about to cook my pie.
Oh, I came to pick up the pies. The contest is starting in an hour.
I can make it. It's a fast pie.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get the Petunia pies to vamp their number.
Well, leave me be and let me cook.
Well, maybe I can help you cook.
Nobody can help me cook.
Oh, I'm sure I could help. Please, let me do something.
All right, well, crumble the butter.
Okay.
I'm trying to make a nice kind of pie crust. I'm gonna make a mince pie. Everybody else is gonna make a sweet pie. I'm gonna make a mince pie. All right, now let me see. I need to get the...
Oh my goodness.
the flour.
That's not flour, Desiree.
No, it's
That's not flour, Desiree.
I mean, it's arsenic. I know. I mean, I had bought some, sure, and I don't remember putting it in my beautiful flour canister, but then also writing arsenic on the outside. No, that's not. I mean, I only used it. The only time I ever used this flour was when I made those cookies. When I made those cookies for Savannah, Susanna, and Banana Banana Bavura! No, you can't shut me up, Desiree! No, I don't want to get your blood. You want to ruin your lipstick. It's so beautiful. Listen. Don't tell anybody. And if my hands smell like feet, it's a long story.
I won't tell anyone, Desiree. I won't tell anyone if you don't tell anyone that what you're about to put into it.
Camilla, I have those papers you wanted.
Savannah.
Thank you. What is Mitch doing here?
He's here to sign these papers you drafted. He's my new VP.
Oh, look at Mitch. No longer a boy.
No longer a boy, no, now a vice president of the largest, most powerful organization in Petunia Chasm.
This is a business, Savannah. Do you think you can set aside your personal indifferences?
Yes. Of course, Camilla. The only thing I want is for you to be successful.
Thank you. You should want that, as I am paying your bills.
There are a lot of pages to sign here, Camilla. I'm not sure exactly what I'm agreeing to on all of these clauses.
Well, it's plain English.
Yeah.
Or maybe Savannah can explain it to you if you need a little extra help.
I love explaining legal documents.
And that is what I'm paying you for.
I love it when you explain legal documents, Savannah.
Well, there you're signing an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement.
A non-disclosure agreement. In English, please.
It means that anything you see here, you can't run home and tell Mommy about it.
I'm not allowed to discuss my work with Mother?
No. Is that going to be a problem for you?
Well, I suppose I can find someone else to discuss my personal life with.
And that next paper you're signing is something, a non-compete agreement.
A non-compete agreement.
And that says you can never work for any type of company that generates power, electricity, whether that be hydro, solar, wind, fusion.
Fusion?
Yes. I heard fusion's gonna be around by the year 2000, so.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm purely interested in hydroelectric power here in Petunia Chasm.
Thank you so much, Jasmine McGillicuddy, for that blueberry pie. Now, if everyone could gather around, I believe Desiree's pies are next. It's a cherry jubilee, is that what?
Mince pie.
Mince pie, yes, it's a savory cherry.
You're doing great.
Don't eat it!
What?
Don't eat it. She'll poison you.
No, I cook for everybody.
I have the lab results right here!
I'm a lawyer, I can read those. fact, there's traces of arsenic in her blood and liver and brain.
They say it's a miracle that I survived.
Well, yes, it looks like she ingested a large amount.
Arsenic kills people.
Oh! No!
It did kill someone. I was pregnant.
I killed a baby!
You killed that baby.
Whose baby was it, darling?
You know, Georgia.
I do.
We all know.
Rodrigo's.
Yeah. You got there.
You will have more of your As your sister and your legal counsel, you can't attack a woman like that. I will serve my own defenses. I'm firing you as my lawyer and counsel. Well, Veronica, then there's something else you need to know. I am pregnant. And it might be Rodrigo's baby. It must be Mitch's. And frankly, it could actually now be Carl's as well.
You've been sleeping with my son!
And your husband, yes. I said Carl.
Actually, keep going.
How dare you!
What? This town is boring. Look at her. She's the sweetheart because what she makes us some cookies and lasagna. Oh,
And you're the town pump, aren't you?
please explain that metaphor for me. Well, is it like a water pump or a bike pump?
It means that people pump stuff into you. My God, I can't believe that.
She wouldn't be the pump. I don't. Wouldn't the men be the pumps? Yeah. They're the ones doing the pumping. How could you do this? Oh, but Veronica, I told you, Rodrigo was an idiot. I don't care about Rodrigo anymore. I mean, I do, but listen, I only seduced him because Camilla wanted me to. Camilla knew Rodrigo and Carl were working on something. So all I had to do was give him a little whiskey, show him my breasts, and all of a sudden he was telling me everything Carl has planned for the solar grid that he's bringing here to Petunia Chasm.
Can't we just taste these pies?
This town doesn't deserve these pies.
Well, it does deserve them if they're filled with arsenic and diet pills and cocaine and all the other drugs that are swarming around.
Hey, I haven't done cocaine since I found out I was pregnant, thank you.
And I do diet pills because they're accepted.
You're right, Georgia.
You are right. Here, let's take some of this Marion Berry
Oh, wait.
peace pie.
Carl's coming. He has a big light display he wants me to turn on before the first person tries the pie.
I bet he does.
Well, Camilla will be here too because,
Where's
well,
Carl?
anything Carl's doing, she wants to know about.
Carl?
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 Yes, great-grandfather. We all learned how to wire and rewire through you, didn't we? Family secrets. Yes. Well, go ahead, Carl. Light things up.
I don't know where Carl and Camilla could be, and frankly, where's your son, Mitch?
Well, while we're waiting for them, I just want to know why, Desiree. Why? I think we're just skating over this arsenic.
What did I miss, darling?
Well, we're almost ready to try the pies.
Oh, good. Then I
know
allow.
you wanted to flip
Yes.
the switch. You want to do it
Remember
right?
your script, right?
Yes, I do. This
Okay, good.
what I'm supposed to say first.
Did I miss any of the pie eating?
Not
yet.
We're-
Oh.
We just found out that, well, Susanna here has just lost her baby because she was poisoned with arsenic, which, if I remember from law school, is a crime.
It's a miracle I'm alive.
Exactly.
I'm not a lawyer, but I do know one thing.
What's that?
Intent.
Oh.
Intent matters. And what was your intent?
My
dear?
intent was not to kill people. My intent was to make good things for people to eat. And maybe I was a little conflicted. So maybe I wanted to give love but also take it away. I'm not sure. Maybe I made a mistake and maybe I took that box of arsenic and I put it in the most darling porcelain container that said flour on it. And I poured it in and then I wrote arsenic on it. And then I forgot about it. And then I made some cookies. So maybe because you were too busy giving love to Mitch.
What?
I don't give love, I take it.
Take it, she
You
does.
slept with my son too? You slept with my son Mitch? I hate you!
But she's the town spinster. How does that even work? She's spinster no more. I was a very old girl and then I became a woman.
And I became a man. That's right, Mother. You sent me with diet pills, and I left with so much more.
I'm sorry, did I sleep with a boy? Mitch, thank you for saying it meant more than just that afternoon.
Of course it did, Desiree.
Let's just try these pies.
Not quite, because Desiree, there's probably something you should know about your new man. Well, Rodrigo might be the father, but Mitch might also be the father.
What?
Can I make you some cookies? And then, Mitch, you should probably know your stepfather, Carl, might also be the father of this baby.
Carl!
Mitch, no. I see the anger in your eyes, please. No.
Carl, how could you? I swear, Desiree, I didn't know when you and I
I know.
found out after.
Well, he knew that we had sex, but he didn't know I might be pregnant.
I didn't know it worked that way yet.
I should have been a bigger factor in his life.
Carl, I've forgiven you too many times for spreading your seed. It's such a heartache to hear that you've done it again.
Darling, this changes nothing about what we're doing tonight.
Okay, that's
We're gonna flip that switch and...
But I would just like to say, before everyone gets mad at me,
Everybody hates you.
yeah, it's too late. This was all Camilla's idea. She wanted me to seduce Rodrigo, she wanted me to seduce Mitch, and she wanted me to seduce Carl.
Oh, interesting. That it's all my fault. Are you kidding me? If you recall, when all of this happened was when Carl wanted to give everybody a taste of solar, and none of the lights worked. And while everything was in the dark, that's how Desiree accidentally put the arsenic into her flour. That's how Mitch ended up sleeping with you. And Rodrigo slept with you thinking that it was you, Veronica. That's right, he loved you to the very end.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So that
That's right.
is what solar gives you. Numerous pregnancies, numerous sexual partners and affairs,
And a poisoning.
and a poisoning.
Killing of my baby!
Yeah, and it wasn't just poisoning, it was murder.
And it gives the sun our jobs.
I tried to warn you. But,
Carl's got something spectacular to show
I know you do.
I assure you, all the problems we had earlier have been fixed. I'm gonna go flip that switch, and you'll see just how bright solar can be.
Wait a minute, Carl! Wait 1 minute! Oh no, it's not working!
Carl?
Solar?
Carl? Oh, wait a minute, Carl! Carl, are you all right?
It's too dark to tell what's happening! Won't someone to use electricity from not the sun?
Wait a minute. What happened? Where's Carl? What happened?
I'll go flip the switch back.
I'm sorry, Georgia. He ran into my pie spatula. I wanted to stop him and yell at him for making Rodrigo and all the hurt and pain that it caused me, and he just kept running monumentally at least 12 times into my pie spatula. Over and over and over again. Straight into his heart and femoral artery.
You stabbed Carl?
He ran into my spatula.
I don't believe you.
This is what solar gives us. This is what solar gives us. Audience. You joined us for the very first episode of Unexpected Passions here in Petunia Chasm. There was murder, there was love, there was poisonings. Next week we will be back with another episode here Sunday at 7 p.m. You will see all these characters and see what happened, including, was Carl actually murdered by that pie spatula? Who is the father of Savannah's baby? And was the arsenic an innocent mistake? Join us next week again, won't you? Thank you, and this has been Unexpected Passions.